Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk?
Aloha and good afternoon. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Linda Ichiyama. Will the members who wish to participate please rise?
Please be seated. Good afternoon, members. I wanted to share with you that this year, 2024, has been designated Ka Makahiki o na Manu na Hele, the year of the forest birds. It's a time to celebrate the jewels of our Hawaiian forests, many of which are critically threatened or endangered. And this past interim, I had a chance to visit Alakai Swamp over on Kauai at the invitation of the representative from Lihue. And myself, Rep. Lachika, Rep. Chun, went on a hike to try and look for the akikiki, one of the critically endangered forest birds. They think that maybe there are possibly only 6 left in the wild. And if the representative from Lihue tells you it's going to be an easy hike, don't believe him. But we made it. We made it up to the Alakai Swamp. We were up there looking, listening for the akikiki, and unfortunately that day, we didn't see any. And these birds are disappearing so quickly from our native forest, and this is the only place in the world where this bird is found. But it's also a story of hope. The workers at the Kauai Forest Bird Recovery Project shared with us that there is one female still left in the wild. She's lost 2 mates. She had her nest blown down by a storm that she had to rebuild, but she keeps trying. She keeps laying eggs, and those eggs are being taken to a bird sanctuary where the akikiki can be raised in captivity and hopefully one day be re-released into the wild. And if this little bird can keep trying, then so can we. Thank you, members.
Thank you, Representative Ichiyama. Item 1, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Ayu, Mr. Alcos, Ms. Amato, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Chun, Ms. Cochran, Mr. Evslin, Mr. Ganadin, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Garrett, Mr. Gates, Mr. Hashem, Mr. Holt, Ms. Hussey Burdick, Ms. Ichiyama, Ms. Kahaloa, Ms. Capella, Mr. Kila, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Kobayashi, Mr. Kong, Ms. Lachika, Ms. Lamosau, Ms. Lowen, Ms. Martin, Ms. Martinez, Mr. Matayoshi, Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. Miyake, Ms. Mizuno, Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima, Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso, Mr. Pirik, Ms. Poepoe, Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Saiki, Mr. Sayama, Ms. Souza, Mr. Takayama, Ms. Takenouchi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd, Mr. Ward,
Excuse.
Mr. Woodson, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Present.
Mr. Speaker, 50 members are present, 1 is excused.
Thank you. Item 2, reading of the journal. Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Item 3, Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Item 4, Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Members, are there any introductions? Representative Matayoshi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have a number of homeschooled students and some parents here today representing many districts around Oahu. Today is Homeschool Capital Day and was organized by the Christian Homeschoolers of Hawaii, also known as CHOH. As a nonprofit organization, CHOH's mission is to promote, protect, and provide support to homeschoolers in Hawaii. Since 1988, CHOH has been serving many homeschooling families through conferences, workshops, its website, and social media. Many graduates have gone on to colleges and started businesses and have even served in the military and government. The students may have already visited your offices and left information with your staff. I hosted them this morning in the House chamber and they were great. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to your House of Representatives.
Representative Pirrick.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Another group that just coincidentally is coming from the mainland that's also homeschoolers, the Bloomfield family, Mr. Journey, Tripp, Myers, Sarah, and Chris. Welcome to these House of Representatives. They've traveled to all 50 state capitals, and this is their 50th.
Representative Hashem.
Speaker, I would like to introduce a guest all the way from Hokkaido. Hokkaido is our sister state, and they're with the Chitose Rotary Club, and they have a sister club relationship with Kahala Sunrise, the Rotary Club of Kahala Sunrise in my district. And when I announce your name, can you please stand? It's Hideaki Nishimura, Yoshinori Kono, Koji Maeda, and Nobuhito Motomura, all the way from Hokkaido, Japan. Thank you.
Representative Martin.
Thank you, Speaker. I wanted to add that our visitors from Chitose actually came and volunteered at my project over the weekend, and so they really got their hands dirty to help us here in Hawaii during their visit. Thank you for that. Arigato.
Representative Gates.
Mahalo, Mr. Speaker. Today in the gallery, we are joined by Kaipo Hanakai, who is a Waianae resident, a community advocate, a popular musician known by Ja Maoli. Lastly, he's a proud business owner of Hawaiian Pakalolo in California, Washington, and Vegas, and he looks forward to coming back to Hawaii to open up a place here. May you stand to be recognized, Kaipo. Accompanying him today is Kai Luke, who also represents Defend Hawaii and the Cannabis Society of Hawaii. Please stand to be recognized. Mahalo for joining us today. Welcome to your House of Representatives. Thank you.
With no further introductions, we'll move on to order of the day. Item 5, Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, House Resolution Number 2, relating to the committee assignments of the House of Representatives of the 32nd Legislature. This resolution is offered by Representative Nakamura.
Representative Nakamura.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt H.R. number 2.
Representative Matsumoto.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Any discussions? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. H.R. number 2 is adopted. Mr. Clerk, are there any other resolutions for action?
Mr. Speaker, there are no further resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Item 6, announcements. Members, are there any announcements? Representative Ganadin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are excited to announce that the 15th annual Art at the Capitol event is going to be on April 12, 2024 this year. Going to be hosted here with the House by my office and the office of the CAI Chair, Adrian Tam. This year's theme is Ao and Po, Day and Night, showcasing different types of art at the Hawaii State Capitol. We sent out an official email invitation this morning, if you didn't get a chance to read it. In addition to offices being able to open the doors to the public, we will also include programming in the Rotunda featuring our Hawaii State Poet Laureate, Dr. Brandy Nalani McDougall, music by the Hawaii Youth Symphony, a performance by Ballet Hawaii, local films presented by the Hawaii International Film Festival, and more. State Foundation on Culture of the Arts will be providing a cheese pizza to participating offices. You can also use your office allowances. If you would like to open your office for visitors to view your art and the people's art, please confirm your participation by sending an email to either email listed on the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Amato.
Thank you, Speaker. This is just a quick reminder that we are co-hosting Fellowship Lunch tomorrow. It'll be at about 1 p.m. I'm honored to co-host with the good representative who represents Aiea, Waimalu, and a portion of Halava, and it'll be in room 423 at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Come join us. Please RSVP so we can make sure we get plenty of food. Thank you.
With no further announcements, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 12 o'clock noon tomorrow.
Representative Garcia.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 12 noon tomorrow.